You're gay! Hello and welcome back, Ravers. It is season 4, episode 2 of Gay Rave, and I am the Gabby L. I know that I don't really have much of a voice, but it is gay voice. It is because I am putting my whole pussy into things and I am yelling a lot, and that is just something that happens, okay? We're going to talk about it, and I do feel as if it's almost worse than pride. You know that you've been just like drinking too much and screaming too much when this is what it sounds like on a Monday. But I actually feel like there's been more happening. We know that Halloween is gay Christmas, but it feels like events are loaded. Every single night we're out. There's going to be reason to scream, and that is just a part of it, you know, the spice of life, as they say. So I'm so happy that we're back in season because we have much to discuss. And last week's episode, I got a lot of feedback on a few things, actually. First was people who brush their teeth in the shower. There are more of you than I expected, and I didn't realize that it was like going to be a hot take. I thought it was like actually a pretty cold take, and then I was only going to be offending a small group of people. But no, some of you were like, you clocked my tea, like you called me out from a million miles away. I said, girl, I didn't even know that was you. I am so sorry. I was actually going for someone else. You just happened to catch that stray. That is my bad. Also, the Tyra Banks hot ice cream. I am getting so much hot ice cream content now. And actually, the Australian flagship store looks like kind of gorge. Like, it looks like the Starbucks Reserve. It looks like quite nice. And they do sell actual ice cream. I did learn. But I've been watching these reviews, and people are saying, like, it's a confusing thing to drink. It kind of is like a hot milkshake, but it's thick like a milkshake, but it's hot. And they said it's really good. It tastes like cake batter, but hot. So, like cake, but not like cooked. So hot cake batter. Nice. Cool. So the Tyra hot ice cream, they did DM me, and they said, we need courses in mama. And I said, okay, yes, let's get it. Can't wait to come to your New York location. And they said, we can't wait to have you. Time to surf, surf, surf. And I was like, yes, okay, whatever gets me that press pass, babe. We will do what it takes. Also, the Keira Knightley commentary. Keira Knightley said that we're all gonna have to live together because she was getting criticized for signing on to do like the audible reading of some Harry Potter books or something like that. So she was getting heat for working with J.K. Rowling. And, you know, I read her comments out loud. I read the quote that she said, which is like, we're gonna have to learn to live together, and she didn't know all these things about J.K. Rowling in advance. And the feedback that I got after the episode was like, first of all, it's the least she can do. Like, she's good, she's got her bag, like, she's fine. The least she can do is just not do it. Like, now, like, that you know, or now that you've heard about it, okay, yeah, just don't do the work. There we go. We all want that pass. So here you go, here's your pass. Give it up, right? Don't do it. And then the other thing was, the comment I got was, you have to watch the video. Like, the way that she said her quote was actually super bitchy and really mean. So I did go back and watch it, and it was super bitchy. It was almost like mocking the person. She was like, no, we're all gonna have to live together, aren't we? Yep, go fuck yourself. Actually, like, this is actually not that crazy, and like, what do you want me to do? So, questionable. I think that she is allying herself with mold expert J.K. Rowling, but we are going to have to get on the weary train for Keira Knightley. Okay, choo-choo, train's leaving the station. So, this weekend we had gay trivia. It was Sunday at Wandering Barman. It was amazing. I met some wonderful queers there. The winners, the winning team, whose name was Wet, they were fantastic, and it came down to 2 rounds of sudden death. They were tied with my team of besties. Their team name was Listen to Gay Rave Podcast, so hope some of you are here. Hello, welcome. And the final question, like, these questions, I don't use ChatGPT. Like, they all come from my really complicated, really complex, really different mind. And so that's why I try to make them at least like relevant enough for people to know them, but they should still be difficult enough where like you're gonna have to like go to the annals of your mind. So The categories were Ellen DeGeneres drama. It was actually quite easy to find 10 questions or 10 sort of moments of drama from her show. There were gays in politics. We did reality TV. We did LGBTQ people in film. And then I did a category called gay math. And in gay math, we did like how many gay people won season 2 of Traitors plus what season of Survivor are we on? And the answer was 51 because season 2 had 4 winners, 2 of them were gay, so 2 plus what season of Survivor on 49, so the answer was 51. So that was really fun, very good. Like, how many kids does Mariah Carey have with Nick Cannon, plus how many times has Ariana Grande been married? So it's 2 plus 1 is 3. Oh my God, it was such a gag. Everyone was moaning and groaning and I was living for it. But the final question, I was being such a fucker. Final question were 3 points, okay? Only one of the 9 teams got it right. And you only got the points if you got it spot on. So it was, you know, this person won an Emmy for outstanding character in a series, and it was for the Madonna episode of Glee. How tall are they? And so you had to write 6'0" in order to win. And it, you know, people were like, yo, you know, Kristen Chenoweth 4'11". No, it was Jane Lynch, and the answer was 6'0". Very impressive, okay? So it was tied up at the end. We have to do a sudden death question. So I continue with sort of the Jane Lynch of it all, okay? She also won an Emmy for best, I think it was like show host. Yeah, like best show host in like 2014 and 2015 era. Both of them got it wrong. One of them guessed Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and the other was Weakest Link. Both incorrect. I had to go, I was on the Wikipedia page, like, looking in real time to try to find a fucking tiebreaker. And the tiebreaker was, she won another Emmy recently for being in Best Ensemble. And that was for Marvelous Miss Maisel. So the wrong answer, which was my bestie, unfortunately, was Only Murders in the Building, which she was also on, but she won the Emmy Best Ensemble for Marvelous Miss Maisel. So now we all know a little bit more about Jane Lynch, and I was really just trying to give an ode to our white lesbians of the past, okay? But that was incredible. This weekend, you know, went to brunch, did kickball, had trivia. That's why I have no voice, okay? Unfortunately, did not make it to the No Kings protest, but did have to walk physically through it on the way to brunch, and that didn't feel amazing. All these people, you know, thousands of people walking through Times Square, protesting fascism, authoritarianism, and we're all just sort of like with our tote bags, like walking through, like, excuse me, like we were going to a noon brunch. So that didn't feel amazing, but our spirit was there. We were protesting in our own way. We protest by living our proudest lives, okay? Moving on. So in gay news, this is gonna be good, some gay news this weekend. Renee Rapp, notorious lesbian, at her show this weekend, she had Jennifer Beals come to her show, and she has this portion where, you know, Toa Bird is featured on one of her songs. Toa Bird is Renee Rapp's partner, I think. I wanna say girlfriend, but I don't know the pronouns. I don't know how they identify, so I'm gonna say partner. Don't roast me for this. I have been really getting called out recently for trying to use inclusive language and they-theming people who identify as she, her, and that really upsets people. But listen, this is not reverse racism, okay? I cannot be racist to you as a white person, and that's why I'm trying to say, like, I know that that is not how you identify, and I'm trying to honor your identity, but I'm trying to be inclusive, and I've gone so left that I'm right, and I'm actually wronging you by saying they, them, so I'm sorry, okay? So Renee Rapp does this portion. She has a song with Toa Bird where they do this sort of like little back and forth. And so Toa is not on the tour with Renee. So Renee gets like a celebrity or a member of the audience to do that part. This time it was Jennifer Beals, the Bet Porter from the L Word. And listen, I know all the people who really know me are like, you didn't watch the L Word. You can't be excited about this, but fuck you. Yes, I can be excited about this. That is lesbian, generational, serious icon. And we all need to recognize that Renee Rapp is putting her younger fans on to the history of the culture, okay? So, and listen, I did know enough to know Bet. Bet was in these most recent seasons alongside a lot of the OGs, okay? So I got to know them in the few episodes I watched. I will not hear it. Moving on. It came out recently that they're doing a sequel to that movie on Amazon about the gays, Red, White, and Royal Blue. So that's exciting. Yay! Who asked for this? I'm genuinely asking. And the title of it is, ready? Red, White, and the Royal Wedding. Oh my god, I can't wait to see what they do with it. I hope that they address the global controversies. I hope that they address Israel and Gaza. I know that they're going to try to be cheeky about wedding planning, like a royal wedding, but I really hope that they tackle some of the big issues. You know, Amazon Prime seems like the type. And those gays, one of them was like, you know, being a politician in Texas, and his mom was the president. So I am sick of it. We need to be addressing it. If if Zohran Mamdani has to talk about Hamas, then these people have to talk about it in Red, White, and Royal Wedding, okay? Okay, moving on. Speaking of, by the way, Mamdani absolutely just like ripped Andrew Cuomo's dick off in the mayoral debate that just happened, and he was just like punching him in the face with it. It was so good. If you can go and watch clips of it if you didn't catch it. I didn't watch the whole debate in real time, I just saw clips, and then I finally went back and watched it and was like, he really did a great job. Zohran Mamdani has been doing a very good job in the press recently. The debate was great. He went on Fox News, which was great. He went on Fox News, right? And actually, by the end of the interview, I feel like he had gained so much goodwill that they were like humanizing him as a person. They started like asking him questions about like being an Arsenal fan. How the fuck, how is this brown Muslim socialist talking about the team he's a fan of on Fox News? Like, I'm genuinely shocked. This can't be good. Right? It can't be good. There must be an angle that we're not seeing. They're like, oh, actually, let's get him elected so that way New York, you know, the troops can invade New York. Like, you know, there's actually something really sinister there. But I'm going to choose to take it as a win really quick. Oh, speaking of the troops, more gay news. Wow, incredible segue. More gay news. There's a Netflix show called Boots. I want to say it's called Boots. And it's about gay army men. It's actually based on a book. And it's about this closeted gay teen in the 90s, okay? Don't ask, don't tell. By the way, since we're here, fuck you, Bill Clinton, for that. Just want to say, I don't care that you play the saxophone. Fuck you for that, among other things. So it's about this gay who impulsively joins the army because his straight friend that he had a crush on joins. Oh my god, that's so relatable. That is actually so relatable. Like, that moment when you enlist to be near your crush. Would I do it? Like, there was a period in my life where I would probably do that. So I have not seen the show, but I know that it is getting a lot of controversy. Gay people are like, this show is obviously horrible, but we watched it. They should have gone harder. Like, the gays are criticizing it because like it should have been doing more to support like gay people or to like show the plight of gay people. And of course, like, the woke people, the Pentagon fucking replied. The Pentagon called it woke garbage. Here's the quote. The Pentagon put out a full-on statement about this, okay? The Pentagon goes, "We will not compromise our standards to satisfy an ideological agenda. Unlike Netflix, whose leadership consistently produces and feeds woke garbage to their audience and children." Oh my god. The children are not watching Boots. Like, I hate to tell you this. They're watching Snoop Dogg's show about dogs, like Puppy Bow Wow on YouTube, Doggyland. Did you know Snoop Dogg, you know, he made those like mean comments and said like there shouldn't be like gay married adults in kids movies after they saw Lightyear. This was also a trivia question which people got wrong. And so on his show, like Doggyland on YouTube, he actually like collabed on a song where he's like, parents are cool, parents are fun, they love us, families are all unique. And there's a bunch of like dogs like hopping around, like dancing to the song. I actually think that is so funny. We got Snoop. We got Snoop, everybody. We got him. So yeah, the Pentagon is like, this is woke garbage. I get it. The gays are like, this is bad. Everyone else is also like, this is bad. Sorry he had a crush, okay? So it is based on a book. Never read the book, never saw the show, but need to tell you about it so all of you can watch it and then we can talk about it, okay? Maybe I'll watch a like YouTube about it if any of my YouTubers do it, which they have not, which we need them to get on that. But honestly, back in the 90s, like, what else were you supposed to do with your crush? Like, you didn't have anything. You didn't have Instagram. Like, you couldn't go stalking them. You like probably had to call their house phone. Like, there was no way. Like, you have to yearn for your crush in the only way possible. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, look through their window at home? Kids have it so easy now. Like, actually, they have it so hard. Imagine how accessible your crush is. Like, I thought about this during COVID. Like, imagine you have to take, like, your high school classes or your middle school classes on Zoom or something, and you get to see your crush's house. Like, you get to see inside your crush's, like, bedroom. The way that that would be filling my dreams, I, like, cannot even imagine what it would be like to know, like, what the inside of their actual living space looked like. That would do, like, horrific things for my mind when I had a crush, okay? So I am saying we cannot judge this young gay teen in the 90s, pre-don't ask, don't tell, because that was what they had to do back in the day when you had a crush and you were gay, all right? Don't judge him. Although it is fake, I'm not passing judgment. Moving on. Speaking of not passing judgment also, and taking it there sexually in a daring way, I have to give it up. First rave review. We're giving it up for someone who I don't actually know what their sexuality is. They are married to a woman, but that does not mean everything, okay? That does not mean everything. Rave review, Alexander Skarsgård. He wore this sexy little leather zaddy outfit on the red carpet the other day to, like, promote a movie that he's in. And honestly, the best promo you can do for this movie is wearing that outfit. He wore, like, it's almost like a high neck white shirt with no sleeves, like showing full sexy arm with, like, a leather looking black tie. And then he wore, like, a lacy fly leather pant. It's not like an assless chap, like, it's like one of those, like, lace flies that are really inconvenient to go to the bathroom in, because, like, it's like tying your shoes. Like, when you like lace it up, you make it really tight, and then to go to the bathroom you sort of have to loosen each of the things to bring your pants down. Here nor there. We are living for it. And you know what? He is married to a woman, and he's been married to her for a long time, but this is what marriage should empower you to do. Like, it should be giving you the confidence to wear a lacy fly leather pant on the red carpet. What are you doing? Other married men should be doing this, okay? So I didn't know much about Alexander Skarsgård. I know that he's been in other movies. He was in, like, a Taylor Swift music video. He's very private about his married life, by the way, which I can respect and appreciate. Listen, that's your business. He has kids and a wife or whatever. But his dad is the, like, dad from Mamma Mia, like, the albino looking one. The one who ends up getting with, like, the one of the, like, Donnas that is, I really identify with, the book writer or whatever, the cook / book writer. So, is he albino? Or are they just Swedish? I don't actually know the answer to this question. But yeah, his dad's that other famous guy. He also plays a villain in a Marvel movie, and I'm sure he's in a lot of other movies. I'm sure he's, like, a very critically acclaimed actor. I just, like, don't know actors, as we know. Okay? So what I'm here to say, rave review, Alexander Skarsgård, you killed it. 1. Number 2, we need more men in sexy little outfits. We definitely do. Women are putting on in fashion. Like, women in NBs are actually doing the most in fashion. Like, they actually have to look good and care and not just wear 3 different versions of a jacket, a shirt, and pants, okay? This is what we should be doing. We should be pushing it further. And I don't just mean wearing, like, a skirt, okay? The most daring thing you can do is, like, it's not wearing a skirt. It's doing something like this, okay? Push it, take it further, go harder. It can't just be Alexander Skarsgård and Jonathan Bailey holding it down. We need more, okay? Moving on. Grave reviews. The Victoria's Secret fashion show just happened last week, and I have mixed feelings about it. I am happy that Angel Reese was in it. Angel Reese, very, very famous college basketball player, now WNBA player. Very happy that she was in it. She looked amazing. There were other folks in it, like Barbie Ferreira from Euphoria was in it. Obviously, like Ashley Graham, Quinn Blackwell from YouTube was in it. She's amazing. They looked amazing, right? And it's great that we have some diversity in race and body, I guess. But, like, seeing skinny women in their underwear, like, fine, I'll do it, but I don't want to. And it's not, like, not in a lesbian way. Like, I just don't want to see this. I feel like it's just really symbolic of the cultural, like, regression that we're on. It is definitely symbolic, and not for nothing, but I do feel like we've gone in a full circle. And I am 32 now, and I do feel like Leonardo DiCaprio. He had that interview recently, I think it was, like, back in August. He did this interview where he was like, you know, he's 50 years old now, and, like, it's a big deal. And the interviewer, I think it was actually his director from this movie he's in right now. And the director was like, you know, answer as fast as you can. How old do you feel? And he goes, 32. That's how I feel. Like, I am 32, but I feel like fucking like 14, because that's where we are culturally right now. Like, Victoria's Secret's all back. Like, the fashion shows are back. And like trad wife culture, like purity culture is back. And cottagecore is a big deal. And those bloomer fucking pantaloons were all the rage at Coachella this year. And the Mormon wives are a thing. Like, purity culture. Remember like the fucking Jonas Brothers with those purity rings and the slut shaming? Don't make me bring up Love Bug. And the slut shaming of Miley Cyrus, like, you don't want me to go there again. But what I'm saying is, it does feel like we are in the slut shaming purity culture of yesteryear. And you know, I heard this a lot growing up. Like, everything is cyclical, like fashion is cyclical, all these trends are cyclical. You know, people are removing their BBLs. No one's showing their ass anymore. And I feel like all of this is a part of this, like, you know, women are sex objects again, but we're also gonna slut shame them, and we are gonna like idealize the like trad wife Mormon type of like bloomer ass women belong in this space. And I just don't know how I'm feeling about this. Not to quote Sexy Red here, but I am heartbroken. This is one of my favorite tweets. I will never forget it. Sexy Red, it's probably from years ago at this point, but I go back and look at my Twitter likes all the time because they're fucking hilarious. She goes, I am heartbroken. I just need to be around my hoe friends and people with their taxes. That's exactly how I feel. So Victoria's Secret fashion show, like, I guess good for you that you're actually having people of different races and body types on there, but also fuck you for what you did to me and an entire generation of women who feel like shit about themselves because of you. And remember, like, the CEO fully got canceled because he was like a predator and was actively keeping women down. Like, didn't we do that just a couple years ago during the Me Too? And they're actually like, you're good, you're back, let's do it. Girls in the underwear, bring them back. Bring the girls back, bring the girls back. And I swear to God, I just know we're about to be back in like pageant energy. I just don't know what to do about that. We need to, like, the body positivity shit's gone. Like, everyone's on GLP-1s. Like, it's so disappointing. It is so sad. It is so sad. So, great review, all of that. And I know I started with Victoria's Secret fashion show and I ended with culture regressing back to bringing women down. But I made a point though, didn't I? Didn't I? Okay. Can I say something this week? Is an epidemic that we need to be addressing. PSA, we need to be addressing this. And it is something that it's on everyone's mind. It's on everyone's mind. And it is shitting in the club. Shitting in the club is too fucking much. It kills my fucking vibe. Like, I walk into the bathroom and I just like know what's happening. It's either happening currently or it just happened. And when I walk out, I feel like I'm taking it with me, like spiritually and smelly. But in gay clubs, especially like in gay spaces, like we need like 5 different bathrooms. Like we need designated bathrooms because there's a lot happening in gay bathrooms. Like we have a drug bathroom, and then we need like a sex bathroom, and then a poop bathroom, obviously, and then like the actual peeing bathroom, but then also like maybe a making friendship bathroom. Because like if all that is happening in one, I can't pee. The line is insurmountable. Insurmountable. I cannot be in line behind the Coke girls. I just need to pee. Okay? And I know that we're making friends, but also if you're in line and you have to poop and there's like not stalls and it's a 1 stall, I know what's going on. Listen, it is truly, and I am thinking of specifically in recent experiences, Gingers, some of the worst bathrooms in the business. Everyone is waiting in line. The line is super visible and everyone knows who is in front of them and how long they've been in there. People in line are fucking talking about it. They're discussing. So like no matter what you're doing, your shit is about to be on full display. And I mean that literally and metaphorically, okay? So I do think we need to address this epidemic. We need to have several different bathroom options in every single place. Gay bars are not known for having good bathrooms anyway, and it is compounding the insult to the injury because the bathroom is multi-purpose. So we either need other rooms to serve those purposes or multiple bathrooms to serve those purposes. And that is, can I say something? And I think that's actually a really good point. Okay. Next, I'm sorry for the week is, I don't have too many I'm sorries this week. I'll be honest with you, I don't have too many. Probably just my kickball team did show up pretty fucked up from brunch, did bring a bunch of fake nails, left a lot of them on the court, was really worried someone was gonna like fall, step on them, roll on them, one was gonna like take someone's eye out, but didn't happen, but was pretty drunk, didn't give my best performance, but ultimately was kind of bringing the vibes. My team has been really like asking everyone on the team to like step up the horniness, and I feel like being drunk really helped me to get the team there. But then, you know, I feel like people were like, whoa, you know, this is like kind of a lot. And to that I'll say I'm sorry, but also in a way, we all asked for this. You know, we talked about it in advance, and they even put a poll in the WhatsApp the day following. I was like, you know, be honest, like, was it too much? They put a poll in the chat, like, go harder, was it too much? And honestly, really good feedback in the poll, really good discussion, really good discourse. I fucking love gay people, okay? Song of the week is House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter. Going to see Sabrina this Sunday. I am so excited. Got tickets to see her at MSG. Going to see it with Desk. Absolutely so thrilled. Also, one of the besties has a birthday this week, so shout out to Raver Alina. Happy birthday to you. And we are going to celebrate on Thursday. Obviously so excited for that. Alina is going to see Sabrina this weekend, but not with me, with other friends. That's fine. But at least we will both share in the love of Sabrina and her little cute ass. Also, wait, maybe Sabrina's a part of this too, because her whole aesthetic is like very like hyper feminine, like sexually promiscuous. Like maybe she's bucking the trend. But people were slut shaming her for her album cover. Oh, we walked into my point again. Okay. So that's all for this week. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm sorry I don't have a voice. I probably won't have one next week either, but you should come to my upcoming events. On October 28th, we have a bingo at the Bush. On October 30th, we have queeryoke at Pine Box Rock Shop. And then I'll be doing various other things. Just follow me on Instagram. This has been Gay Rave. I am the Gabby L, and the L is for, say it with me, love you, bye.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that? Okay, James.